Who do you trust when you can't trust the one you love, and worse, you can't even trust your own mind? That is the terrifying question at the heart of Susie Fox's psychological thriller, The Other Child. This book isn't just a mystery, it's a suffocating dive into gaslighting, grief, and the lengths a mother will go to protect her baby. We open with a gut punch of a backstory. 4 years ago, Lauren DeVale's life shattered. Her 1-year-old son, Billy, drowned in their backyard pool. Lauren, suffering from postnatal depression and struggling to bond with him, was found with antidepressants in her system, drugs she swore she hadn't taken. The tragedy was ruled an accident, but the shadow of bad mother has clung to her ever since. Fast forward to the present, and Lauren is trying to rebuild. She's an obstetrician, which adds a cruel layer of irony to her struggles, and she and her husband Alex have a new miracle baby, Charlotte, conceived via an egg donor because Lauren entered premature menopause after the trauma with Billy. Lauren is returning to work, leaving Alex as the stay-at-home dad. On paper, Alex is the dream husband, supportive, loving, and willing to take on the domestic load. But almost immediately, the red flags start flying, and honestly, you'll want to scream at the pages. On Lauren's first day back, she's riddled with separation anxiety. She rushes home to find everything seemingly perfect, but their next-door neighbor, Carla, a woman Lauren has always been weirdly paranoid about, drops a bomb. She tells Lauren that Charlotte was screaming for hours while Lauren was gone. Alex denies it smoothly, painting Carla as a nosy, childless busybody. But then Carla mentions seeing a woman in a blue Peugeot visiting the house for hours while the baby cried. Alex dismisses this too, claiming it was just a blind installer. Lauren wants to believe him because the alternative is terrifying, but her gut is screaming that something is wrong. Things get darker fast. Lauren finds a bruise on Charlotte's back. It's small, but it's there. Alex gaslights her into oblivion, suggesting she might have done it, twisting her anxiety against her and reminding her of Billy's death. It is infuriating to watch. To make matters worse, Alex's overbearing mother, Magdala, moves in to help, but mostly she just gangs up with Alex to make Lauren feel incompetent. Lauren starts noticing weird things. Her breast milk supply is plummeting and her food tastes bitter. Specifically, a Peking duck dish Alex makes her. That bitter taste triggers a repressed memory of the day Billy died. The taste of mirtazapine, the antidepressant found in her blood back then. Lauren goes into detective mode. She breaks into Alex's phone and finds texts to Elspeth, a doctor colleague and Alex's ex-girlfriend. He's been confiding in Elspeth about Lauren's declining mental state, effectively setting the stage to have her declared unfit. Lauren spirals, thinking Alex and Elspeth are having an affair and plotting to take Charlotte. But the truth is way more twisted. Lauren digs through the trash and finds a bottle of cabergoline, a drug used to dry up breast milk. Alex has been poisoning her food to stop her from breastfeeding, severing her bond with the baby. Even worse, she realizes he drugged her the day Billy died. He is a monster. Lauren tries to play it cool, planning her escape, but Alex is always one step ahead. On the anniversary of Billy's death, he insists on taking her to a luxury hot springs resort for a relaxing day. It's a trap. He lures her into a sauna and blocks the door. The heat rises, and Lauren realizes he's trying to kill her, make it look like a tragic accident caused by her fragile state. It is a pulse-pounding sequence, but Lauren manages to pry the door mechanism open with a clasp of her bikini top. She collapses outside, saved by paramedics, but she knows she can't go home. She tells the ambulance crew she's terrified of her husband, but Alex plays the concerned spouse perfectly. She escapes the hospital and rushes to pick up Charlotte, who is supposedly with the neighbor, Carla. And here is where the plot absolutely explodes. Lauren breaks into Carla's house and finds a nursery setup for Charlotte. She sees surveillance screens showing the inside of Lauren's own house. Carla has been watching them for years. Lauren looks at a photo on Carla's mantelpiece and realizes the horrifying truth. Carla is the egg donor. Alex didn't just pick a random donor. He picked the neighbor he's secretly been obsessed with. Alex arrives at Carla's, and the confrontation is insane. It turns out Alex and Carla have been in cahoots. They plotted to drive Lauren crazy so Alex could get custody and they could raise Charlotte together. But Carla is the true villain here. She reveals she's tired of waiting for Alex to leave Lauren. She admits she was the one who poisoned Lauren the day Billy died. She slipped the drugs into the coffee water. She killed Billy because if she couldn't have Alex's baby, Lauren couldn't either. Alex is stunned. He's a gaslighting, poisoning jerk. But he didn't know Carla was a murderer. He thought they were just playing the long game. Carla, realizing Alex is weak and useless to her now, decides to clean house. She drugs Alex and drags him into the bathroom to drown him, staging a murder-suicide scenario where Lauren kills Alex and then herself. Lauren, hiding upstairs, realizes she's the only one left to save Charlotte. Carla comes for Lauren, mocking her, telling her she was never a good mother. But Lauren, fueled by the rage of a grieving mother and the need to protect her living child, fights back. She uses every ounce of strength to push Carla down the steep staircase. Carla falls, her neck snapping on impact. Dead. Lauren grabs Charlotte and waits for the police. The aftermath is messy but vindicating. Carla's diaries are found, detailing her obsession, the stalking, and the murder of Billy. Alex survives the drowning attempt, but dies later from complications or perhaps the sheer weight of his own toxic choices. The book leaves him dead, closing that chapter of abuse. Lauren is finally cleared. The world knows she didn't kill her son. She wasn't crazy. She was being hunted. The story ends with a poignant scene a year later. Lauren is at the cemetery visiting Billy's grave with Charlotte. She has reclaimed her life and her confidence as a mother. She isn't the broken woman Alex tried to make her. She's a survivor who stared down two psychopaths and won. It's a bittersweet but powerful ending that reaffirms her intuition was right all along. The other child is a terrifying reminder that gaslighting is a weapon as dangerous as any gun. It forces you to question how well you really know the people in your life and whether your paranoia is actually your survival instinct kicking in. It's a wild ride from start to finish, proving that a mother's instinct is the most powerful force on Earth. What did you think of that double twist with Carla? Did you suspect the neighbor, or were you focused on the husband? Drop a comment below with your thoughts. I'd love to hear your take. And if you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like and subscribe for more book breakdowns. Catch you in the next one.